Hello and welcome to Growing and Eating Plants in Yoga Pants at my yoga barn. My name is Rebecca Birdwell and welcome to my garden. Today we're going to be talking about squash and the squash vine borer. So tools today that I'm going to use, my pocket knife, and that's it. So follow me over here to the garden and I'm going to show you what your squash might look like if you have the squash vine borer that has attacked your plant. So let's go this way. So in looking at this plant, was a beautiful squash plant that is our zucchini plant, excuse me. Squash and zucchini are both plants that the squash vine borer seems to love. If you noticed how it's wilted, you might originally think that it needs water, but that's not the case in this instance because we've got this right behind it, this squash behind it that's doing great. We've got this zucchini over here that's doing great. So I would tend to think when I see this, I've got the squash vine borer. Now how I can confirm that is we can come down here close to the plant and I'm going to cut some of these leaves off so that we can actually see this procedure that I'm going to do. So if you notice this right here, this is called frass. If you see this oozing out, look at that, you can even see the little guy right there. So if you see this oozing out of your plant and your plant is looking like it's depleted of water and it shouldn't be, then you've got the squash vine borer. And what it is, it's a larva of a flying moth. And the flying moth is black with a red back. What the moth does is it comes over to your plant and it lays its eggs on the stem. And it lays this guy, the eggs hatch, and then this guy works its way through the stem of your plant, living on your plant, and then basically killing it. So what I do, which is not efficient for somebody with a ton of these plants, is I just cut this guy out. So look at this, is like unusual that I can really see him from this point. Usually you have to cut through the stem. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut through here, because if there's one, there's usually more than one. So from wherever you see this goo here, I would just go ahead and cut up the stem a little bit further just to make sure. And you're gonna have to open it up, and there he is. So see, he's like a little worm. Basically this guy is just killing your zucchini and your squash. So you're gonna have to remove him, and then what I do is I throw him into the chicken coop. The chickens absolutely love him, and I think it's only fair. He's not one of my favorite pests. And so from here, I might just go ahead and cut a little bit further just to make sure that there's not another one, because I'll be honest with you guys, we just did this with this plant not too long ago, May 22nd to be exact, and I did not see any other ones. And here he was. There was another one in the mix here. So I don't see any other ones. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to rebury this. I'm going to put some dirt, actually just right around here. Maybe try to rebury this a little bit, cut these extra stems off so I can get it a little bit closer to the dirt. And I'm hoping that I can get a little more time out of this plant. So I see this is a baby that's growing. I maybe have some more flowers here. This might be the end of this squash plant or this zucchini plant anyway, but this was a really good example to show you guys how to get that out. So again, if you are seeing this with your squash plant and you know that it is not from a lack of water, then you have the squash vine borer. So if you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification button so that you'll be notified about more posted videos. I post videos about gardening and cooking, what you eat from the garden, and then also yoga. So you're watching Growing and Eating Plants in Yoga Pants at my yoga barn, and my name is Rebecca Birdwell. Thanks for coming to the garden today.